You turn the ignition key, hear the starter cranking and cranking endlessly, but your engine flat out refuses to fire up, or maybe you are accelerating from a stoplight and the car violently stumbles and loses all its power. That terrifying stall and the resulting check engine light usually mean your powertrain control module has triggered a P0321 trouble code, indicating a severe range or performance issue with the ignition distributor engine speed input circuit. In modern spark ignition engines, the crankshaft and camshaft position sensors are absolutely critical components. They act as the master metronomes for your vehicle, constantly reading the exact rotational speed and physical position of the heavy internal engine components. The main engine computer desperately relies on this precise timing data to know exactly which microsecond to pulse the fuel injectors and fire the spark plugs. When the computer suddenly detects an electrical fault, like a short to ground or an open circuit, it goes completely blind to the engine timing and simply shuts everything down to prevent the pistons from smashing into the valves. Diagnosing this issue requires knowing whether you have a 3-wire Hall effect sensor or a 2-wire magnetic pickup sensor. I highly recommend starting with a visual inspection of the wiring harness running down the front of the engine block. Because these wires sit incredibly close to spinning belts and scorching hot exhaust pipes, they are notoriously prone to rubbing bare and shorting out against the metal engine casing. If the wiring visually looks flawless, grab a digital multimeter. For a 3-wire setup, you must verify that the sensor is receiving a rock-solid 5-volt power supply and a clean ground from the main computer. For a 2-wire magnetic sensor, switch your meter to read alternating current voltage and watch the output while a friend cranks the engine over. You should typically see around half a volt being generated. Oftentimes, thoroughly cleaning a green, corroded connector with contact cleaner and applying a little dielectric grease is all it takes to restore that vital timing signal and bring your dead engine roaring back to life.